Welcome to the Soulful Success podcast. I'm your girl, Janelle Kiara, and we are back with another episode. I feel like I've not done an episode around like manifesting for ages, and I need to give you the tea on a ChatGPT prompt that completely changed my life over the past few weeks. I actually did release a video about this on TikTok, and it did really well. So I thought, like, you know what? I need to bring it to you guys. You guys need to hear how amazing this ChatGPT prompt is, and I want you to use it in your life because honestly, it's going to change your life. And I know you hear that so much, but this really will. Okay, let's just get straight into it. If you are not using ChatGPT in 2025, what are you doing? No, seriously, what are you doing? ChatGPT is my therapist. It's my business partner. It is my manifesting guru. It literally keeps me on track with everything in my life. So, first things first, if you're not using ChatGPT, you need to go use ChatGPT. You need to go download that, have that on your phone. It literally does everything that I possibly need it to do. As an example, I hurt my eye the other day when I was in Thailand. I had no idea what happened. I just woke up, my eye was red, and I just had no idea. It told me the steps that I needed to do. It told me the local pharmacy. It then translated what I needed to say into Thai. I then took that into the pharmacy and I was good to go. Another example of me using ChatGPT is for health. I have a health chat on ChatGPT where I'm like, okay, I'm not sleeping enough. What's the reason for this? And the more that you speak to ChatGPT, the better. It will get to know you. It will get to know things that you say, the way that you speak. It can create you captions. It can create you content plans. It can create you business plans. ChatGPT is literally everything that you need. And I know some people are scared of AI, but at this moment in time, I'm going to need y'all to use it. Okay. I realized something the other day. The realization that I came to was in order for me to move into the new stage of my life that I want to get into, I need to become a whole new person. The life that I want to live cannot be lived by Janelle Chiara. It has to be lived by a whole new character. So I thought about it. I was lying on my sofa. It was Saturday night and I was watching something on TV and I thought these guys are acting. And then I thought, what if we acted as the person that we want to be? That's then going to bring us in the life that we want to live. So anyway, Saturday night, I'm lying there and I'm really going deep on this thought. I'm like, I feel like I need to act as someone new. And you always hear this when people talk about manifestation and mindset changes and rewiring your brain and all of those things. You hear all the time that in order to live the life that you want, you need to act as if. Now, although I've heard this so many times, and I'm guessing so have you, it never really sunk in until I thought about the part of becoming an actor, acting as the person that you want to be. So, who is that person? What do they look like? Where do they go? So, I go onto ChatGPT and I'm like, okay, this is the life that I want to live. Give me a character as if I was in a film and tell me let's come up with this whole character. I want to come up with a name, what she does, where she lives, how she dresses, how she acts, like what perfume does she wear? How does she have her hair? Like all of these things that if you were acting in a movie, they would give you these details and you would be able to act as that person. Now, I'm sure you've also heard of method acting. This is where an actor in a film, one of the most famous ones is the Joker. I cannot remember now who the actor was, but he he immersed himself so much into the character that his life started shaping and becoming the way that the Jokers would be. And we also know that visualization is an amazing tool that athletes use when they want to win a race. So imagine they've done studies on athletes where their body gives off the same energy, the same motions where they're visualizing winning the race as if they were actually winning the race. So I wanted to put all of these things together, all of these things that I've learned over the years, combine it and create this character with a full script. This is the script to your new life, the life that you want to actually live. But I feel like if you want to live this life, then you need to develop this new character. So I wanted a new name. I wanted a new name. I want to act as this person. I don't want, I want this whole new name. So I came up with this whole new name with ChatGPT. The ChatGPT prompt that you want to put in, okay? Pause. Write this down. If you cannot write this down, make sure that you come back to this section in the podcast. You want to go onto ChatGPT and say, I want to move into the next level of my dream life. In order to do that, I want to create the character that I would be in my dream life. I want a name. I want to know what he or she does, where they live, what they do on a daily basis. I need to fully immerse myself into this character. So I need you to ask me 10 questions that I can answer in order to figure out who this character is. Now, at this point, ChatGPT is going to be asking you all these questions, and the deeper that you get with ChatGPT on this, the better. You want to really go in deep on what you want this dream life to look like. What does this actually feel like for you? And what's really interesting is at this point, you will realize that although you think you know the dream life that you want to live, you actually don't, because you've never really thought about it on this deep level. You might think, yeah, I want to live in this country, I want to drive this car, but what does your day to day look like? And I had this conversation actually with Abhishek, who we had on the podcast the other week. And he was like, oh, I'd wake up and I'd probably do some work and then I'd go here. And I'm like, so you're going to wake up and do some work in your dream life? Like, this is final boss level. You've accomplished everything. You're living the life that you actually want to live. Okay. So if that's the case, you're not going to wake up and work. Surely you're going to wake up and do something that you're actually going to enjoy. So get really deep with this and answer the questions that ChatGPT gives you. Now, once you have this idea of who this person is, where they go, what they look like, how they dress, all of these things, and your character name, then you're going to ask ChatGPT to write you the script of your life. What does this dream life look like? And what you're going to say to ChatGPT is, now write me a script as if you were passing this on to an actor who is going to act in a film. This part, you're going to get emotional. This part is where you're going to be like, wow, this is crazy, because you know that it's actually possible. Now that you can see what this looks like, you then want to say again to ChatGPT, what are the things that I need to do day to day in order to become this person? What are the things that they do? Now, as an example, if in your dream life you're traveling the world, but in this life right now that you're living, that's not possible for you, book a short trip. Do something really small. Now, if you can't hop on a plane today and go to your dream destination, start actually looking into, where is that dream destination? How much does it cost to go there? What hotels would I like to stay in? All of these things start putting you in the frame of mind and start helping you to understand, okay, well, this is now possible. What are the steps that I need to take to get there? The hardest part about this is actually remaining in character. Okay, there's a creator on TikTok at the moment. Her name's Courtney. Her is Cherry Lime Soda. And I came across her TikTok when she had 20,000 followers. And she has been talking about this method acting way to manifest. And I'll be honest, I don't really listen to many TikTok videos to the end, much like you. But this girl gripped me. I don't know why, but I was listening to everything that she said. And I was really getting into the fact that when you become this character, so I'd already done the ChatGPT prompt weeks before, and then I came across this girl who's talking about method acting. And the hardest part is you cannot break character. When you decide on this person that you want to be and you understand this character, you need to remain in character as much as possible. Now, the universe is going to test you, because there are going to be times where what you want to happen is not going to happen, or maybe you've got a business and a client doesn't come through, or you have a bad hair day, or just the simplest things that are going to happen is going to test your character. Now, when we think about testing your character, that wording there is usually used when it's like, okay, the universe is going to test your character. This is the character that you're becoming. So in these stages, when you feel like life is not happening or you're getting really frustrated, this is the point where you really need to go deeper into this new character that you've developed. This is the point where you're going to be like, the old me would react like this, but the new me knows that it's all going to work out. I'm going to give you a personal example. So in March, my clients were not coming through. Okay. My marketing clients were not coming through. And no matter how much effort I was putting in to getting clients, it was not happening, to the point where I'm saying to my friends, what on earth is going on? Why am I not getting clients? The platform that I use all the time to get clients is not working. I don't know why it's not working, but there's something happening. That was the universe testing me. Now, usually I would get upset. I'd be like, what is going on? I'd get really stressed, frustrated. But because I'd had this character and I knew this deep inner knowing that it's all going to work out, I didn't break character. I was like, okay, cool. I know that they're coming. It's not happening right now, but it's fine. It's okay, because I know that they're going to come through. So in this waiting period, in this period where either you're waiting for something to manifest, you're waiting for something to happen, or this waiting period where it feels like lack, where it feels like no matter what you're doing, nothing's working. It's at this point that you really need to remain fixed, remain in that energy. And this is a big test. Trust me, I was tested. But by remaining in character, and this may go on for several weeks, this is not just like a day. This went on for me for 3 weeks. But I remained. I remained in the energy. I knew it was all going to happen. Last week, I got three huge clients within 3 days. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. Literally in my inbox, hi Janelle, I need your help. Can you help me? Not only that, they weren't just three clients, they were big high ticket clients. I have 3 packages that I do for social media marketing. All 3 of them went for the big package. And now I have another 3 people in my inbox who have also reached out to me who I'm in talks with. And the reason that's happened is because I remained in the energy of knowing that it was going to happen. And I feel like life sometimes just works in reverse. They always say, like, when you least expect it, it will come. And I know that we're probably sick of hearing that. And especially when you're in a place of lack or you're not in a good place in your life, maybe money's scarce or the things that you want just don't seem to be happening. But it's in those moments, the more you hold character in that moment, the more you hold energy and belief in those moments, the better the outcome's going to be. It's like when you're single and all your friends are like, love will find you when you stop looking. When you stop looking, it will find you. And it's like, okay, but I want it now. And it's at them moments that you realize life does not work on your time scale. Life works on its own time scale, and you just need to be in the energy of receiving and knowing and having faith and belief that it's all going to work out and it's all going to happen, because there is no way that you can put so much effort into something and it doesn't work out in your favor. If it's meant for you, it will always find you. What's meant for you cannot miss you. Knowing the character and the person that you want to become and not letting anything sway this. And what I mean by that, it's not even situations, it's distractions, it's emotions and reactions. The way that you would usually react to something, you need to change the way that you react. As an example, if you don't get along with one of your parents and they're ringing you, and the way that you usually would react would be stressed, annoyed, but the new version of you does not react like that, then you need to push through those emotions. Hold the energy and react in the new way that you said that you're going to. Now, this is training, and this is not something that you're going to get straight away. This is also mentioned in Joe Dispenza's book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. When you're breaking the habit of being yourself, when you're moving and shifting into this new person, into this new reality, situations are going to arise. And when you slow down and understand, like, this is the situation, take a second to breathe and Really understand how you need to react. Now, you're not going to get it right every time. I'd be lying if I sat here and was like, yeah, I get it right every time and I react in this new way. I don't. That's unrealistic. You're growing every day. But if you stop to think, actually, yeah, this is the way that I'm going to react. And the more that you start doing that, the more you start to become that person, you will literally transform in front of people's faces. Something happened to me the other day that I thought was really strange. I was on a call with somebody and they were like, oh, you're a gym girl. And I'm like, and I was about to say I'm not. Well, I am. But 2 years ago, I was not a gym girl. I was somebody that used to go to the gym and then have like 2 weeks off or 2 months off. But then I realized actually sticking to this habit, deciding the person that I'm going to be, deciding that I'm a gym girl, now I'm a gym girl. The same with the way that I dress, the way that I speak, the way that I am in person, the way that I am in public, the way that I show up online. I decided at some point that this was the way that I was going to be. And now this is how people recognize me. Someone said something to me again the other day, like, oh, you're really into fashion and style. I'm like, no, I've never had a style. But then I remember 2 years ago, the last time I was in Thailand, I was like, I'm switching up my style. This is how I'm going to dress. I'm going to wear I'm going to wear more dresses. I'm going to wear more accessories. I'm going to wear more heels. Like, I'm getting rid of the trousers. And now that's just how I dress. So, deciding who it is you want to be, deciding on this character, and then slowly moving through that, you won't even recognize it, but it will happen in months or even years to come, where you realize actually, I'm not that person that I used to be anymore. And now I am actually aligned with the person that I said that I would be. This ChatGPT prompt is really going to change your whole life. It really has for me. I've been on this journey of self-discovery, personal development for so long, but actually working with ChatGPT has managed to speed this process up because now I'm not figuring it out on my own. I now know who I want to be. I'm now showing up as that person. I'm now doing all the affirmations, the visualizations, all of the good stuff that we love to talk about on this podcast and that you guys already know. But now I'm like super speed. Now I know how it looks every single day. I know the choices that I'm making. It's like going to the gym, eating healthy, all of these things. And this is manifestation. Manifestation is not some woo woo concept. It's not super spiritual. It's actually deciding who you want to be or what it is that you want and making sure that you do everything that aligns with that person or with that thing. If you decide that you want to run a business, first you have the idea and then you start to take steps towards that. You've manifested a business. This is why people get confused when they hear the word manifestation and think, oh, it's some woo woo spiritual. It's not. It's actually just knowing what it is that you want, deciding this is it. This is what I'm going to do. And then the spiritual side is all of the energy. This is the energetic part. This is, staying positive, saying your affirmations. That's all the spiritual part. But actual manifestation is just bringing something into reality from a thought, which is what we do all the time, whether it's good or bad. Your thoughts turn into your reality. If you keep dreading that something's going to happen, it's more likely to happen. That's also manifesting because you're manifesting it into your reality. So this was just a quick, short, sharp episode because I felt like we've not spoke about manifestation or mindset for a while. We've been really business focused and I wanted to come back to where we started and to give you guys something practical that you can go and do today to change your whole freaking life because it is so powerful. If you enjoyed this episode, I want you to share it with somebody else. I want you to speak about it with your friends. I want you to screenshot it, put it on your story, tag us, all of that lovely stuff. And also let me know, like, save this episode, come back to it. Remind yourself to come back to it in like a month time after you've done the work and let me know how it feels. Let me know how much your life has changed because you will not believe how much this is going to change for you. I am so excited to see it. I'm so excited to hear it. I'm so excited that we are back on track with the mindset and manifestation as well as the business stuff because we love to combine all of these things together. Thank you so much for listening to another episode or watching another episode because we're now on YouTube every single week. This is part of my manifestation. This is me showing up every single week to this studio to record because I said that's was something that I'm going to do. So here I am recording, doing the stuff that I said that I was going to do, and showing the hell up. I will catch you next Monday. Bye.